Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another Pokemon card mail day. And today I'm gonna show you some cards that came in last week that I was not able to show you on the previous episode. It is now Sunday morning. I hope everybody has a beautiful day today. And let's start off with showing some Pokemon cards again. So we have a Butterfree V here from Darkness Ablaze, and I start to talk about prices a little bit too. This Butterfree currently goes for $2 if I'm correct, and we have a nice SM90 promo from the Raichu GX. This is a beautiful promo. It's a full art Raichu now with the Mega Raichu coming up and being revealed. I have been purchasing this card for a long time, many copies, and then I've been selling them for $1 or $2 profit every time again as well. And now I thought, okay, let's go back to that card and see what the price is doing. It's still a little bit stagnant, so I'm trying to buy a couple here and there. A little bit of speculation going on, and as we showed in the previous Pokemon card mail day, I have the Cosmos foil from Costco exclusive Charmander. Let's see if the light is alright like this, and you can see there is a Cosmos foil Pikachu now as well going into the collection. This has a green sticker, it has a little bit of silvering on the top, so I'm gonna sell this one, but I have 5 copies that I will show you in a minute. Moving on to some Pokemon 151 cards, just steadily available in inventory, between 30 cents and 50 cents a piece. Usually the reverse foils of that set move pretty well, so I have no rush in selling it for low prices or dump it onto the market. We're literally talking pennies here, but it keeps the flow going. I purchase something I want. This person has in their inventory a Pokemon card 151 reverse hollows. I add them to my order and then I sell them again and I get some more money back than that I spent. The listing takes a minute or 2 or 3 and you have to make 4 pictures. I make even 4 pictures per reverse hollow of 30 cents. So we just saw the Malamar being chosen as a fan favorite Pokemon or something. So there was some kind of campaign on the Pokemon official YouTube channel. I picked it up for $1.50, gonna try to sell it for $2. Then we have another Scarlet. I purchased one, I sold that one, and now I purchased one back. We have the Larvitar, Ruler of the Black Flame. $2 or so, really cool card, try to make 10-20% profit on it. And the sales, I must say, are going pretty well, and I still do the 10% discount on orders above $50, and people use that a lot lately. I've been able to buy some really nice cool new cards from my personal collection as well, and we can take a look at that after a minute. I have 2 pals here, one for my personal collection, and this is all going back up for sale. So there are auxiliary purchases that I'm going to try to make a little bit of money on in order to make my own Pokemon cards a little bit cheaper. So I'm starting to find these Twilight Masquerade and Stellar Crown illustration rares a little bit cheaper in English. That provides some opportunities. It also shows that it is not really in demand. Now these yellow bordered trainer galleries are starting to pick up again in volume of sales, and so is demand picking up again. The prices are starting to rise very slowly. It seems that the hype from the America that I talked about 2 weeks ago is finally coming over to the European card market. I didn't see any signs of uptrending prices and people were talking about it for 2 weeks, and now I finally start to see it, especially larger sets like 20 trainer galleries, different ones I'm starting to sell again. Look at that, we have the White Flare, I think, Embor, really great card. Picked it up for $4, trying to sell for $5. Maybe try to sell it for $6 at first, but I probably have to lower that price. We have a Sandile from Scarlet EX, I believe, Violet EX. Once more, a really nice Deoxys. I start to really appreciate this artwork more and more. It's obviously the 3 different strike types, Fusion Strike, Single Strike and Rapid Strike, and then you have all the items floating around Deoxys that you are able to use in the trading card game. I think there is Urn of Vitality, Fan of Waves or something, and some scrolls. And some were good for the Single Strike deck meta and some were good for the Rapid Strike deck meta. And moving on to the next card. This is a really cool one, guys. And then we found ourselves a Slowpoke art rare, guys. Scarlet EX or Violet EX. And I'm trying to pick some more up of these and also from the Drowsies. The prices are a little bit stagnant. They dropped significantly from the highs. And I think I'm able to sell them. I talked about it earlier how they are memorable cards for this generation, probably due to their price disruption and market disruption. We have a Saucebuck. I really want the Deerling as well. Got a couple of offers on this one, so I'm very sure and certain it will be sold in a couple of days. I keep buying a lot of these Leproses from V-Star Universe as well, and they are selling really well as well. The Lunatone, I need the Solrock and a Cricketune again, sold some of those too. And usually they sell in a set of 3 with the Caldeo as well. We have the Scissor Art Rare, Ruler of the Black Flames, a nice Noctowl that is a promo in English. We have from the new what is it, Mega Brave, I think, the Executor, really cool card. I'm starting to purchase more of that set right now since the English release is really around the corner, I would say. Maybe it is already released, I don't think so in Europe. Tangela, some 151 art rares, Jasmine and Bronzong, a Beware. And then for what I am going to put online or already put online, we have a Fletchinder's last card. Now what I was able to pick up for the personal collection, once more a Pikachu Temporal Forces Cosmos Foil promo. Really glad to add one more copy of these to the collection. Then we have some more Pikachu Costco exclusives, really great cards. I'm hoping to sell them for like a little bit profit, the ones that I put aside for selling obviously, and these are going into the personal collection now. And I hope I will find the Squirtle as well and some more Charmanders and so on. And here we have a really cool Umbreon and Penny. It's a special illustration rare for 15 bucks, I believe. Now, if I was able to save up some money on the side, then I will start buying some more special illustration rares. I still need the Miriam. I want an Iono from Paldea Evolved. I might want some more Biancas and maybe some more Cynthias. Erica's Invitation, obviously, I have a couple of, and I want some more adding to the collection and some more black border trainer galleries like this Blissey and Joy. First time I picked up the MC's Hype, 4 bucks, 5 bucks. I think it's still a little bit expensive after what I have experienced with the Nimona. I started to buy Nimona at 3 bucks. Came all the way down to 15 cents a card. My initial investments and purchases are divided by 20 basically. And I kept buying along the way, and I think they might be back up to 50 cents right now, so I quadrupled my money on the last purchases already as well, or at least above tripled. And occasionally I'm still able to sell a Nimona for about 2 bucks, so not too afraid. And we are going to put one Slowpoke in the personal collection as well. I sold some of my personal collection Raichus because I needed more inventory for buying and selling and turning over. So we purchased now when I have a little bit more cash. I managed to purchase some Raichus back. Same goes for the Tyrannotars. I started to sell some from the personal collection. I had 18 or so, and now I have 18 again. Feeling pretty happy with that. We have one more Tatsugiri, Sushi, Keith Haring, 2 actually going into the collection. We have from the new set a Delibird, really great card, M1S. I think it's Mega Symphonia here. And we have one more Vulpix for the personal collection, and I have on the right side up there also one for sale. So an Eevee that has probably a print line. I think it will go into the personal collection. Maybe I put it up for sale. And then we add the English one to the personal collection again. So we have an Alakazam, really glad to add this to the personal collection. Price came down from 5 to 3 bucks. I'm feeling very confident to buy like 10 more of these for 30 bucks or so and add them to my personal collection binder. And we have a Steelix and another Cynthia's Roserade for 5 bucks. I think these are really undervalued. But this one is going into the personal collection binder that we will show off, I think, next week somewhere. I'm really excited to show you all the full art trainer binder and the art rare binder, but I simply had no time. Not a lot of motivation either, since I already explained I already have the cards. Adding them to the full art trainer binder or their respective binder is a little bit of effort, and the video editing as well. I really want to make sure that such episodes will be a bit more timeless and more viewed episodes. It's not really a grail pickup, but I had so much trouble finding these for the right price, and it finally arrived from Italy. Japanese McDonald's Pikachu. Woo! Very glad to have this in hand now. The store contacted me. Hey man, can you confirm that everything arrived safely? The tracking status shows that it is arrived. I pressed the link and I saw in Italian tracking number not available or so. So I went downstairs and checked the front door and there was nothing delivered. There's nothing here, man, I'm sorry, and the tracking is not available. He showed me a picture, he sent it with FedEx. And the courier really went out of its way to hide the package outside somewhere. And then he left without letting me know what happened. So I was pretty surprised when the Italian store showed me a picture of my own backyard. And I said, alright, hang on a minute, LOL. I got dressed and got the cards from outside, actually, the package. And it is all okay, it arrived safely. The final bit of effort has been made to get this card right now. And now I'm sitting on it and I will, well, probably store it away for a couple of years. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy more. I would really like to have the Pikachu single card in my collection, in my binder. But for these prices, 44 bucks for a regular Pikachu, I'm not going to do that. But just like the Van Gogh, it already made some significance by stories and people talking about it so much. Maybe it's not quite that weird of a pickup to search for another one. Some cool stuff that I entirely forgot about, that I got in the closet, in the cabinet for a long time, stored away already. There are 5 PSA cards here, and I think there were supposed to be 7, but I sold 2 directly after I got this package. And then I never looked at it again. So you will probably see this again in the All My PSA Graded Pokemon Cards episode, but I think there are still a couple of cards left that you have never seen before, in my collection at least. We're starting off with the Art Rare Persian in a 10. Purchased 2 for 40 apiece, sold one in the perfect timing for 80, so I have this one for free. Then we have a Houndoom that I purchased 2 of for 40 bucks a piece. I sold one for 60, so I have this one for 20 now. Can't go wrong with that. Really gorgeous artworks, I must add here. That's why I purchased them in the first place, but they were so cheap from one seller I couldn't let the other ones pass, the duplicates. We have a Ghastly over here, a really gorgeous card as well. You see, this is a 9 cert, and then we have a 9 cert on the Houndoom and a 10 cert on the Persian. And this one is also PSA 10. I think it's easily worth 80 bucks right now with all the hype for the Gengar and also the Haunter illustration rare and such. I didn't purchase these for value. I really wanted to have some PSA 10 cards in my collection. Well, the Groudon is missing, the Tyranitar is missing. And notice that these are all cards that I am actively purchasing and selling. And now I have them in PSA 10 copies for my personal collection. And I have like between 9 and 18 of each card in my personal collection as well. And I keep buying them and keep selling them. I only buy and sell what I can get easily and what I like too. That works the best for me. Apparently I have a very common or general taste. A very average taste. Everybody likes these cards and I do too. So they sell pretty well. I make some money. I can buy more cards for myself. Then we got to some more niche cards. This is a 9, unfortunately. I wish it was a 10. I have a couple of these, not sealed anymore, but single cards in the collection binder. It's Armored Mewtwo, Mewtwo Strikes Back. At the end of the Sun and Moon era, I believe this was released. Not certain. I was not around when this card was released, but I think shortly after this card was released, 1 year later, I came back into the Pokemon card hobby and I stayed there for now the last 5 years. But I remember picking these cards up for 10 bucks a piece, ungraded, and sometimes even sealed for 12 bucks a piece. But I'm really happy with the PSA 9. Last card of today's video, and we keep another pile of cards for another time. I see I'm recording for 25 minutes right now, so I have a lot of editing to do. And what we have here is a Rocket Scyther purchased probably a year ago, not sure anymore. Really happy with this card as well. Still, again, I wished I purchased a 10, but they are really tough to find and also a little bit more expensive, obviously. I think this entire order was made on the moment that you can also see in my videos where I start to talk a little bit more about vintage cards. We could visit that one time in the future again. You can also see one of those previous videos like 1 year ago. I'm not 100% certain. But long story short, folks, I'm really happy with my orders that I made lately, and I'm happy to be able to package some more Pokemon cards. People start to order from me increasingly as well after the summer dip. I'm still accumulating and accumulating and accumulating, and the money that I get for the cards and the profits that I make are not enough to be sustainable and to be a reliable source of income. So if this year is going well, if we make it to the end of the year doing this and being able to increase the profits slowly, while also maybe starting to build a brand. Well, then I might go to the Chamber of Commerce next year, start of next year, and start with a real actual business. It sounds like a lot, but in theory I've been practicing for a year now. I've seen the good times and the bad times, although we're still in an like an umbrella good time, the bull market. But on the other hand, I was also collecting in 2020, 2023, and now. So I've been through these times of 99 euro booster boxes as well, and I picked up my fair share of those at that time too. So even if the market goes down a little bit, I don't really care. I've purchased, in my opinion, around the bottom, like 80, 90, 100 bucks booster boxes, and with the top price of 120 euro per booster box. And I was a little mad at the seller that I didn't get any discount when I started purchasing 120 euro booster boxes. But it all worked out in the end, and thank you all for watching. I hope you all have again a really nice Sunday, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode. I think we're going finally over the 4 trainer binder by then. Don't forget to leave a like and comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all on the next one.